It's the YaJagoff Podcast, October 2nd weekend. We're so excited to be here in Coraopolis celebrating their community festival. We're excited to do the podcast, but we're really excited for it to be done so we can drink a little bit here at Shakers and then head out to Coraopolis and see all of the amazing booths and vendors that there are. The cool part is if you're obviously watching on Facebook Live, you can come down because there's a lot going on all day today in Coraopolis. You know, Coraopolis is a very small area, so you can literally, if you're proximity challenged like me, go to Robert Morris and turn up and make a right, and then you'll find it. It's that easy. You literally can find it today. Oh, we're out. My kids play hockey. Anyway, this is the YaJagoff Podcast behind the scenes. You've gotten used to seeing what we do. This is where it's fun to see the back and forth, the ins and outs. This is a great place once again here at Steel Shaker. And we have Steve, the owner, coming up with us next. But before we do that, you know the routine. We get you hooked with our music. And we have a bunch of yukers behind us. Yes, yukers. They're playing the ukulele. We're really excited for that. Get your lunch, sit down, check it out, but it's also not too cold to come down and see us all here. So this is, again, the behind-the-scenes live portion of the podcast. We're glad you're with us. Are you ready? Go, Yukis! Go, Yukis! Cue the Yuke. I'm sorry.
My heart does a tango with every little move you make. I love you like a mango. 'Cause we can make it every day. I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry. My nights would be so lonely.
Choose to go.
I live just like a zombie. With every little love to show. I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry.
Loves you, pretty baby. Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you? Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? Baby, drop.
My heart does a tango. Like a mango. 'Cause we can make it every day. I want you to drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop all your love on me, drop, baby, drop, baby, drop. Drop 'cause I'm hungry.
I love it. Can you guys just give us your website where everybody can follow you, find you, all that good stuff?
We are Steel City Ukes, and you can find us on the Meetup site.
Ah, the Meetup site. I love it. We're going to speak with them after, but, you know, we had to grab your attention with a bunch of ukuleles. So if you are a first-time watcher, thank you. We're really excited for you to check us out. Be Nebby, see what the YaJagoff Podcast is all about. If not, you know the routine. We are going to read our ad for Honda and go into our opening with Nervous Steve. He better not be nervous. A car purchase is a big deal, and finding the dealership and representative to fulfill your car needs is crucial. Get to know the reps at Rorick through the Car Talk videos to establish the relationship that is right for you.
That makes it easier to select the CRV, HRV, or even a Pilot that makes your next purchase. Visit RorickHonda.com for all of your vehicle needs. And now we start the YaJagoff Podcast from the Coraopolis Autumn Festival here inside the Steel Shaker Bar.
Love it.
So this is the YaJagoff Podcast. This is where if you're watching for the first time, when you listen to the podcast on Tuesday, there's all these people saying YaJagoff, YaJagoff, YaJagoff.
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 There you go, Steve.
Well,
You did it.
We should have Steve do it. And anyways, we would appreciate if you're listening for the first time that you download the podcast and subscribe to it. And when you're over on iTunes or such, make sure you say something nice about the podcast.
If you have nothing nice to say, then say nothing.
That's
That's
right.
my
That's
rule.
a good thing. So
we always have improvements, so you can certainly message us and let us know what to do to improve, but don't be nasty. All right.
So anyways, what we do now is we tell you about every day. We know that the podcast posts on Tuesdays. We know that we're on the radio Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 p.m. And then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're posting about jagoffs.
Listen.
People that are embarrassing the rest of us Pittsburghers trying to do a good thing.
The cool part is we typically go after like parkers and people with road rage like John Chamberlain. Next week, we already are full. We know what we're talking about on the
today
blog
was
post
the
because
day
a lot
before we
has
got
happened
here.
for both
Yeah.
of us this past week. Tracy got an earful in the car. But this week in particular, we talked about the Red Solo Cup. I'll fill you up. Don't party outside and not throw your cups away. It drives us absolutely batty. Basically, what that means is people were partying on the North Shore. I wasn't saying where, but I'm going to tell you now. They were partying on the North Shore, and they left so much debris. It was embarrassing. Red Solo cups everywhere. Weren't you sickened by
Yeah,
it?
garbage. And because you're looking at the view from the
It's
North Shore of the
beautiful,
city,
yeah.
which is beautiful. In the meantime, and the tough part is the garbage was stacked on top of the garbage can. It's like my kids in the dishwasher.
Throw it away.
Don't leave it on the
Change
counter.
the
Put it in
toilet
the
roll.
dishwasher, which
Yes.
is 6 inches
Yes.
away.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. All those things. John had a good one, too, and I hadn't read it yet. And we were at the radio station, and I said, what was this fishy story? Something's fishy at the fish tournament. Tell them.
So so Western Pennsylvania is included here. It even made the New York Times. These guys, if you know, there are fishing tournaments that pay $10,000, $30,000. So there was one up on Lake Erie, and a guy from Hermitage and his fishing partner, they got caught putting lead weights in their fish to have the heaviest fish.
Open the fish.
And the
put
craziest
weights.
part
No,
is the
swear.
guy who was weighing the fish goes, wait a minute. How's this fish that's like this big weighing this much?
Yeah.
And they sliced it open. Well, you have to watch the video on YaJagoff.com because they were about to lynch these two men. These fishermen were like, you...
bet.
But rightfully so.
That's a lot of money.
And they had to call a cop to escort the guys out of there.
But John could not find the hashtag don't put weights inside fish to win a contest. So we had to go with just a blog post.
Right.
Anyway, and then we did two really heartfelt things that were good, term of endearment kind of jagoff things. One is the fact that we're doing a Barks and Brews here at the Mall at Robinson. So bring your pups, dress them up. We're going to MC it. We'll be with Monica and Erica J as well. Super excited on October 23rd. And also... We're promoting.
Soulmate.
Yeah.
We found a soulmate.
We did not. John did. Road rage.
So everybody, you have to know that Route 28 has got to be one of the worst roads ever because it's always under construction, just like the Turnpike. It's just like they have full-time jobs tearing it up and replacing it. Well, there's a gentleman who started Don't Wait on 28 Facebook page, has 23,000 followers, and lots of people complaining, including somebody who complained on there that they were late for their colonoscopy. So,
Stop it.
the fact that you could go on and remember, do not go on the Facebook page while you're driving on Route 28. But when you're sitting in traffic, you probably have more than enough time to put your car in park and complain.
There you
but
go.
Soulmate Travis over there, you got to follow
Brother
us. Don't
Trav.
Wait 28. It's a Facebook group. So.
All that is a reminder that Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, check out our blog post on YaJagoff.com and listen to the YaJagoff podcast as it drops on Tuesday because you will hear this guy, Steve, who is the owner and the creator of this amazing ambiance here at Steel Shaker in Coraopolis. Welcome to the YaJagoff
Thank
podcast.
you. Appreciate it.
We were joking with you about being nervous, but you're fitting right in because you're listening to our blog era. This is where we vent, Steve. So if you have a complaint, you can actually
If you
do it.
have a list of bar
You don't got
jagoffs,
time.
bar jagoffs, right? People
We only have an hour, right?
right.
True story,
I love
bar.
the fact that you opened here in June. This location has been a bar throughout Coraopolis.
It's a used to be, right?
Yeah,
There used to
and it
be.
used to be for sure. And but the question is always why a bar, and you just said I always wanted to own a bar. And I don't think there's many men or in general people who don't want to open up a bar and hang out with their friends, but nobody knows how hard it really is to open up a bar, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. Definitely. I was in the restaurant business years ago for 10 years, and I switched my career to the car industry. And then, so whenever I just always wanted to have my own bar. I always thought, I wanted to give great customer service, and I just wanted a fun vibe and atmosphere that was, safe and fun for people. And so that's what I turned this into. It's a great
It's
place.
fantastic. We have to get pictures because I was calling it paneling. It's not. It's
No, it's
What?
actually, that's all hand-cut wood and
way.
stained. It's
What
all...
you call it, paneling?
Wow.
He's
Oh,
like,
shut up.
stop.
Yeah.
It is hand-cut.
We covered paneling. Please don't call this paneling.
wow. Things just got ugly, Steve. Remember, I told you I would go
Jag
easy.
Oh, well done.
He's in.
Well done.
Yeah, he's in.
He's now, so co-host Steve.
See, you really climbed that ranking real quickly.
Steve, so I've been in this bar before. I will admit, I knew of somebody who owned this bar. It's never looked this nice.
Never.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. Yeah.
Actually, one of the old owners came in and started crying.
Is that right?
Because it was so nice. Yeah. She's like,
How
oh
long
my
did it take you to
God.
get it to where you want it?
The remodeling was probably about 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was happy with it and wanted to open. Yep.
But you had a vision. You kind of
Oh,
came in, knew
definitely.
exactly what you wanted to change.
Definitely
Okay.
between me and my contractor, yeah.
What
We
makes it
came up
different?
together, and I wanted it to be completely different, and
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, and what makes it different? The activities, the drinks. I mean, it's hard for a bar to stand out, especially in
Sure.
Coraopolis. There's so many places here. Now, I know, like, as friends, we could come and kind of bar crawl,
Yeah.
which is actually happening today.
Today, yeah.
But what makes it different here?
I'd like to say what makes it different is the vibe. I would say, like, I have DJs on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I have I'm real big in entertainment and music. I love music. So Wednesdays is karaoke here, and yeah, it's a and
We'll look to John because we may have to karaoke on a Wednesday.
There you go.
Record our 92.9 show and come over.
yeah, so that's the biggest thing. I wanted not too many bars in this area have DJs and a lot of music.
Okay.
They're more like, just local bars, beer and shot. And I wanted it to be almost like a Pittsburgh vibe, like a club vibe. Like up here is all the dance floor and the DJs on the stage. And I just wanted someone that they didn't have to drink and drive all the way to the city.
That's a great point,
To
yeah.
get, that
Yeah.
kind of entertainment, really.
And actually, if you look on your social media and through Yelp and things like that, it's called a cocktail bar. So
Okay. Yeah, we
so
do
that's-
have we have a lot of cocktails, and that's another thing you don't really get in local
Right.
bars. So I wanted to make a cocktail list and specialty cocktails.
What's
We
your
have
favorite,
those.
and how did you come up with it?
I would say shake what your mama gave you.
What's in it? Because I think I want it. What's in it?
It has Hennessy, coconut, caramel, and pineapple. Yeah.
That's a heartburn
Are
waiting
we
to happen.
ordering
But
that?
No,
we'll
it's
do
really not.
that.
I get
Really?
heartburn.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. So you don't
It's
serve it with
so
a side
good.
of top?
You like suck them down. They're so good.
Okay. All right, we're seriously
And right now our
It's served
special.
with the Tums along the
Yes.
rim. Just
Oh,
like a
yeah.
lemon.
No, I
Yeah.
believe him. He's our new friend. I believe him.
Yeah.
What kind of response have you gotten since you've been open? Amazing,
Overwhelming.
right? Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
It just, when I'm here, I just am filled with love. Like, I'm excited when I see all my customers dancing, having a good time, and people constantly come up to me and say, thank you. We needed this in Coraopolis. And, it's just such a great vibe. And they always say, it's lit.
And the,
So I could never hear enough of that.
That's
It's
so
just
funny.
really...
Yinzers,
what's the big Yinzer complaint most times is there's no parking. But there's
Yeah.
tons of parking here.
Yeah.
It's totally
Well,
cool.
down the street and across the street, there's, they park because the businesses are closed
Yeah.
after hours. So, yeah,
We did it. We're
I don't-
engineers. Right? Rachel's son's in engineering school, so we parked in the engineering parking
Oh,
lot.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
We're not kidding.
Her,
Yeah.
her son is interning here today.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Just didn't see him yet. It's all good. No, but it is true, and I love the fact that you say downtown is known for, hey, we're going to make a night of it. We're going to bar crawl or bar hop,
Yeah.
kind of see what's up. but there aren't as many cocktails / come kind of hear live music bars in communities, and you're bringing that feel back.
Correct.
Especially post-COVID, and it's not something we want to hang on to because we know that there's still sensitivity around COVID. We're all still being very, practical and safe, but we also need to get out and live. And I think you're providing that
opportunity.
opportunity.
Live once.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't, stay in a house forever.
Yeah. And what else is happening in Coraopolis? Because clearly you came here for a reason. You didn't just come here to be the only bar in town. There's a lot going. There's a cool vibe going on in Coraopolis.
Yeah,
which is
I tell you, Coraopolis. I'm from the city, and there's thousands and thousands of people in the city. But
He's from Brookline.
I'm from Brookline,
Yeah.
so I never realized what a small community Coraopolis was. But they are definitely a community vibe. Like, everybody knows everybody, and I'll tell you, everybody's related to everybody. That's my cousin. That's my little cousin. That's my big cousin. That's my son. I'm like, what the hell? How many people you have in your family?
Yeah.
But I tell you, they're just so respectful and so. I've been so blessed. I've been so blessed.
You seem happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy with my bar.
Do you know? Hold on. Do you know this is your Coraopolis test?
Just let him take over.
Do you know paneling? Remember who said paneling?
Yeah, that's right. Shut her mic off, please.
You probably do because it's your address, but do you know what percentage of people outside of Coraopolis know the difference between 4th Avenue and 5th Avenue?
Oh, probably not too many.
Yeah, right. It's probably the one that either goes towards Moon or towards
that's what I say. You're either going to the city or you're coming from the city. I mean, we're coming from the city.
I've lived here all my life, and I never remember 4th or 5th.
Did you guys notice how he's preying on my weakness? He knows that I know nothing
I don't know it.
about Coraopolis.
I don't know
Or
it.
Pittsburgh, and I've lived here for 46 years. So he's like, I'm going to go with the proximity challenge
I hate
chick.
that for you.
No.
Right?
Tracy
So
said,
sad.
Tracy's in her notes, it was 4th Avenue. And I'm like, is that the one that goes towards Moon or the one that goes towards Robert? I never know. I've lived here all my life.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's
You're
so funny.
decorated for Halloween. What can we expect coming up?
So Saturday the 29th is our Halloween party, and I'm so excited for it because my partner and I love Halloween and big on,
The
haunted
festivities.
houses and dressing up. So we're having a costume party. The top prize is $300, and it's $5 cover, but you're going to get finger foods and.
It's a Halloween party, so be careful what's called a finger food.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, true story.
Get one of hers after saying paneling. I don't
Remember
know.
when this was fun and I was friendly? Steve, be nervous because it's about to go down.
Yeah. Listen, she grew up on the north side.
I
Bring it
was
on.
north
Bring it
side
on.
of
I grew up
too.
in Brookline. Bring it on.
Steve, we absolutely love it here. You can feel the welcoming atmosphere as soon as you walk in. It's like, everybody knows your name. Like you said, you can feel it when you come here. Thank you so much for hosting us.
The mayor's here. I feel like I'm the mayor now.
Yeah, I think you are. Yeah.
When I walk outside, I get beeps. Hey.
I'm
Everybody
sure.
beeps and waves to me. I'm like, yes.
And you don't talk politics, so they like you better anyway.
Do you royalty wave, though? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, I love it. So, again, you're in Coraopolis. Today's the day for the community event, but there's always Community Day here. Where can everybody find you before we ask you the coveted question of the day? Where can we find you online?
You can find us at on Facebook and on Instagram and Google.
Google. There you
Google
go.
us.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
And
yeah,
it's-
Fridays and Saturdays are a great time here.
And it's the Steel Shaker on 4th Avenue in Coraopolis.
Yes.
Are you ready for my question of the day?
Do it.
This was a quickie, guys. All right. Are you a voice to texter or are you all thumbs?
I'm all thumbs.
Are you? Are you quick?
You know why? Because that voice thing, man, it never. I read
Ever.
it back. Listen, my mother, God bless her soul, she would voice the text, and I would say, "Mom, look at your text you just sent me. Look back at it."
Yes. Listen,
I
I
swear,
know.
it never hears what I say.
Right.
It's just the craziest stuff.
Yes.
So I'm definitely a thumb. texter.
Okay.
There
All
you
right.
go. That's
fair
a
enough.
good question.
Thanks. I thought so. Steve, it was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you,
can.
guys.
We seriously are going to take that drink. So if you don't mind them making it, we will
Yes.
try it while we're finishing
Yes,
the podcast.
absolutely.
Yes.
Monica, do you want one
I'll
of
have
them?
a
Do
make
you want
it
one?
now.
All right. We'll
We'll
have
take
3,
two.
please.
All right.
And you can start a tab under John Chamberlain, not Rachel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Under panelist.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It
Appreciate
was a
it.
pleasure.
Thank you. Nice.
That is so much fun, you guys. We love talking to people like that. I love local owners who have like real stories. I love the fact that he was in the pizza industry and this is what he always wanted
right.
to do.
Right. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on
What's
in.
up?
Take that.
We need one more mic, right?
Yep.
Oh no, we'll get you your own. Donnie and Marie, yeah. I was going Sonny and Cher, but is he getting in? Perfect. All right, you guys, Steve was fun. I mean, you need to kind of up your ante because, I was just going to, here's what's funny. You, I did not know this, but listen. You could not tell. Ray, you guys are a riot. But this is what I love. When I met Ray down there, they were like, show your hair. He's like, no. Now he's up here. He's like, I'm gay. I have pink hair. And I'm about to drop a couple bombs on you. Oh, bleep, 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 bleep. Jagoff is a good term. It's a term of endearment in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Haven't seen you for a long time, YaJagoff.
YaJagoff, how are you?
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Got it?
But it can also be when you cut me off, or like today when I went to the driver's license place and it was closed.
I knew he was going to tell it.
So that'll be our blog post on Monday.
Yeah.
So
all right, we just need you a little closer there, Ray. You're fine. So we have Ray and Lucinda, and we're so excited to have them because, as we said, once you're listening to this event will have been over, but we still want you to visit Coraopolis because it's an amazing little community. So tell us a little bit of history, Ray, because you know a little about what's going on. Yes.
We've been here since I moved here in 2009.
Okay.
And we picked this town because my partner wanted to live in a town that started with the letter C.
Shut up.
Crafton, Carnegie, Carrick, because they all had the huge houses.
Oh, right. Indeed.
So, and I'm a Pittsburgher, lived in a duplex next to my sister, passed the food over the fence. And I was very frugal, and he's like, no, we got to move. And so we found this house in Coraopolis.
Okay.
And they baited us. We walked in, there was like a William Sonoma catalog, Pottery Barn. You're like, he's spinning around like Julie Andrews. I'm like, this is the house that we're going to take. Did they have an
apple pie smell?
No. But
okay.
we walked in, we took it. So then I had a store years ago in Carnegie.
Okay.
And I had closed to take care of his mom who had cancer. Hence, pink hair for breast cancer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons I do it. And so I opened in 2015, I think.
And what's the name? I didn't even introduce.
Emma Jean's Relics. I was Emma Jean's attic when I moved in. I was there for about a year and a half, and there was nothing going on. There was 2 antique stores. That was about it. That was about it. There was nothing. And we got a couple investors. Brian Diggins from Birch Holdings came in, and he bought our building, and he came to me and said, we got to kick the town in the butt. We got to do something. So I had the very first Coraopolis days, the only one we had. And at that moment, Anchor and Anvil were moving in, which is the coffee house.
Oh, yeah, we know it.
And Cobble House were moving in.
Okay.
But none of the spaces were done. So we took where Anchor and Anvil is. It was all raw, and we created a huge event. It was community services, Gilberti services, paint down in town, and basically just brought everybody in the community down. Then it kind of went from there, and then I started a flea market once a month on Mill Street. Then I was like, hey, I'm going to do a fall festival. Very small, kind of ghetto, but it was the beginnings of the festival. It was, you know what I mean? It was just like bad crafts with hot glue and everything, like my mom made them. And then, Amy was supposed to be here, but she's not. And then I met Amy, who came in one day and just said, hey, I want all your money and time. She was part of Coraopolis Community Development. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
So then Lucinda came into the fold because she has youth creations, and we just kind of grew it from there as far as the fall festival goes. And it's gotten bigger and bigger.
Yes,
we
you did a really good job of introducing Lucinda, so I love that. Tell us about you. Yeah, he was like, and Lucinda came in.
She does.
I thought he was still going to. Yeah, so I joined, I think 2015, we had this event called Imagine That. That was in the coffee shop. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Before they built it out to the coffee shop. And it was really, people say there's nothing for the kids to do in the community. And so we had the event there, and it was all dusty and grimy. And the whole event was like
ghetto. Was it ghetto?
It was
like that?
very ghetto.
I had chandeliers.
I'm from the north side.
And
I get ghetto. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the idea was imagine if we had a space for the kids. Imagine if we could do these type of things in the community. And so last year we opened a new space called The Hub right down here on 912 4th Avenue for the kids.
And so when you say for the kids, what can we expect? Because we love the fact that so many of these communities, we recently did a podcast at Assemble in East Liberty area. Do you know that?
Yes, I've been there.
Such a cool space and so amazing to find out all of the different things because what used to be for kids is no longer. There's so many needs for kids now.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about what yours kind of focus on?
Well, we started with summer feeding, so the summer lunch programs, and then last year we had a small summer camp. So every year it grows to something bigger. The same thing like the events that Ray has. And then this year we had a full 6-week summer camp for the kids, along with the feeding. And now we have an after-school program 2 days a week for the kids to come, but it's more like a rec center vibe, so they can come hang out, play pool. We have video games. It's a really, really nice space just for them to come and hang out with their friends. Yeah.
And if you would have seen this space before, the lady that owns the building, Jen, there was an airplane?
There was it was an old garage, a warehouse. There was 25 cars parked in there.
And now
old
it's
airplane.
Stunning.
It's gorgeous.
It's stunning.
Oh, wow.
Hardwood
Gorgeous.
floors. It's what they did with the space.
That.
It's amazing.
Sliding barn doors that are handmade by the Amish.
There's a kitchen in there.
And so then, do you engage with the school district at this point?
Absolutely.
And then you're an after-school program, or you're also a weekend program?
Yes, we rent the space out on the weekends because it's free for the kids. So I want to make sure I say that it's free and at nominal cost for the kids. So we rent the space out on the weekends so that the kids can be able to enjoy the space. So
sorry,
that's okay.
Drinking
there was a drink
alcohol.
order coming, and I was listening. But I was
listening,
and Rachel had a priority of getting her drinks. But
I thought you were. I said
you
you're
did tell us that
to get through this.
That too.
The space. You said the space is free for the kids.
It's free for the kids. All the programs that we do. We did summer camp for a nominal fee. We took them on field trips. We want the kids. The whole point is for them just to feel special, to know that the adults are here for them, and that we have activities.
And that's a key. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important, as we were talking to Steve about how, bars and restaurants in downtown Pittsburgh are all the hype. But when you can actually find unique ones that are in your own community where you can walk and really know people's names, same with anything, right?
Yes.
And especially for kids, that has to be our focus. And there's so many needs. John will laugh, but I say all the time, I'm on the school board for my school district. You don't realize how far the needs go. It's not just lunches and things anymore. There's mental health things that really need to be addressed. Yes.
We are going to, so we're just building it up slowly, but we are going to we got some funding from Staunton Farm.
Okay.
And we are going to have some mental health activities for the kids, like mindfulness, yoga, and then if they need really maybe like therapy or something like that.
Wraparound services.
We'll maybe have to bring some people in or refer them.
Wow.
So
you're already ahead of the game thinking it. I love that.
I'm a mom.
Kudos to you. There
you go.
go.
I was thinking of Steve said he goes out and he's kind of like the pseudo mayor. People go, "Hey, Steve, how you doing?" That kind of thing. That would seem to be helpful if you all are, as community organizers, community business owners, the kids are going in and out of there.
Absolutely.
If you're walking the streets, I know it's nice to have the police officers walking the streets, but the fact that the kids going in and out can see business owners,
we know a lot of the kids.
Kind of high five them, that kind of thing.
And it's funny because when I started, 2015, I was always like, I believe in not sending an email, go and talking to other businesses. And for the longest time, everybody thought I was mayor. And I was like, I've been through 3 mayors, and I'm like, no, I'm just a community, like a business owner that's trying to kick the community in the gear, in gear.
Right.
And then when she was like another piece to the puzzle when she came along. Yeah. And then community development grew with Amy, and we all worked together really well.
Yeah.
You've been here, though, since 2009.
We've lived here.
Yes. Mm-hmm. What is it about the community that really has resonated in the sense of growth? Because I feel like Pittsburgh as a city has gotten better with focusing on communities. But what
I find it to be, not Mayberry, but I find it to be just very community oriented, and we get so much support from this town.
Yeah.
We do. We get a ton of support from everybody, which even our neighbors, like a lot of towns, people don't even know their next door neighbors.
Sure.
When we looked at the house the first day, we had, our neighbor outside. Howdy, folks. When we pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to stand outside and chain smoke while Brian's in the house spinning around. And there's, our neighbor, and he's like, hey, everybody. So you kind of got a good vibe. You know what I mean? And we know everybody on our block. Yeah. Which is unheard of in a lot of towns. Yeah. You don't know the neighbors anymore. So I love it. And watching the business over the last 10 years, the growth.
Yes.
We've had an up and then a little bit of a down, but having the investors come in was a huge benefit to the town. And then you have like the old school council you work through.
Sure.
It's like growing pains, and everybody's kind of figuring it out, and they're getting it finally.
Isn't that? Now that is such a
finally
positive for me.
Getting it.
Because here's the thing: nothing is perfect, and people are going to complain no matter what.
Yes.
But if there are people like you who are trying little by little to make a difference, that's what it's all about.
Right. And I'm very bossy and pushy.
Yes, I
would not have guessed that.
I am very pushy, and I fight everybody because I'm like, if it's right, it's right. And if I say it's right, it's right. That's how it works.
Oh, listen up.
But
His middle name is
No,
Rachel.
but really, one of the things he said to me is like, you have to get out and walk the streets. Like, you have to get out
talk
and
to
meet.
people.
You know, and I'm generally shy.
Right.
He's like, no, you have to get out there and meet
Yep. I
every
love that.
person.
How has
and
that
talk.
helped you, though?
It's really helped
Yeah.
people get to know me. You know, when I'm out there with the kids or with walking my dog, like everybody knows me.
Yeah.
And it's because you have to, you know, just introduce yourself
Yeah.
to your neighbors.
That's it.
and make
Again, yeah,
yourself-
I love
Go
the
out of
fact-
your comfort zone.
I love the
Yes.
fact that the kids see that, and
Oh,
they,
yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
positive
You're
role models.
emulating.
Yeah, that's really
Yes.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
So it's awesome that you're invested in the community. Just not just opening up a storefront. You're all invested in the
Oh
community.
yeah, 100%. I was
Yes.
raised that way because my mom ran our youth center, our food bank, our senior center. So I was raised that way.
Yeah.
And I know what it did for me working and being there. So I know what she does and her impact.
Yes.
Ray,
So,
listen
I'm
to
like-
this is so awesome, man.
You can feel it, yeah.
Listen to tell everybody where they find you online.
Online, we are at youthcreations.net.
Okay.
And you can
Nice.
find out all the services offered.
Yes,
and
you can see photos of our space on there.
Okay.
And all the activities that we have with the kids.
Is there a donation opportunity there? or any
Absolutely.
kind of- okay, good.
If you want to look for us on Instagram or Facebook, we're at Core Youth. And we are this Christmas, we do, what do we call that? Give a gift.
Yep.
And what we do is we adopt kids. Like you get their name and their wishes, and then you adopt a kid and you buy Christmas gifts for them. So that's
I
what we're
love
working
it.
on right now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ray,
You're
find you
up,
online.
Ray.
EbbaJeansRelics.com.
Yes, I want to go there.
We do Facebook Lives every Friday. They're inappropriate.
Okay. I'm glad you gave that little
They always say
disclaimer.
not good for kids.
Yeah.
Because I swear a lot.
Okay.
Got us through COVID.
You did good.
You did
Got
good
us
on
through
this
COVID.
podcast
It helped
today.
us a lot. I did. I
Yes.
tried really
You
hard,
did.
really hard.
You did.
And on our page, our Facebook page, I try to share everybody else's stuff. So
Yeah.
it gets through.
I love that.
to
That's the piece of
Because
community,
my
right?
customers always donate. They always
Yes.
give to the food bank, to the clothing drives. We have amazing customers.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, amazing customers because of an amazing message, right?
Yeah.
We
And,
try
it's true.
every day.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. We really
Thank
enjoyed
you
you guys. But there's a
guys.
coveted question of the day.
What's up?
Are you voice texters or are you all thumbs?
I'm a voice texter.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they turn out like?
Garbage. Every single time. And people say, "What the hell?
Yes.
Did you just
Yep.
send me?"
Yes. My
Yep.
cousin always goes, say that again. Like, what the heck are you
Yep.
saying? What about you?
All thumbs.
You're all thumbs?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how funny. I know. I didn't learn my lesson either.
Oh.
It's easy
Mine,
to
and
do.
mine have swear words.
That's okay.
And it always
good
changes
news-
to duck.
The good news is if there are
Everything's
swear
duck.
words in
He
it,
said
you
every-
can at least say, I'm a voice texter, I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I don't
There you
apologize.
go.
No, we all know him. There's no way you
They
can
know
get
me.
away,
They know
get
me.
around
Oh,
that.
that's
Yes.
so funny.
All right, we're going to listen to more music from the Yukers.
The Ukes.
And then next, the Mayor.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you guys so much. Thank you.
So this is up on Facebook right now,
Yeah.
in the live, and then we'll tag everybody, afterward. But,
Yes,
but
thank
then
you so much.
Monica
Oh, our
edits
pleasure.
it.
Yeah,
and everything, so yeah.
And then actually, we'll get your number because we do something on the radio called Nonprofit Nebby.
Okay.
And it's a 4-minute segment on Q92.9 where we highlight the nonprofits. So I would always talk about that. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sure.
Back to work. We gotta go.
You guys, this drink, I said 3 and not 4. Did we all get one now?
Oh
my God.
All right.
There is no heartburn about this drink, John Chamberlain. Let me just tell you. I got a good picture. The pineapple is good. It's sweet. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had Hennessy. Have you? So this is my first time and I'm enjoying it. I know. Not at, what time is it? 12:37 at least. Maybe in my college days, but I don't remember. Hi everybody. Do we have, I think we need you guys just to share.
Yep.
The Situ, I almost said
Situ's
stews.
Kitchen.
Yeah, Situ's Kitchen. Ladies will share. You good, John?
All right, so we're coming in from ukuleles still. We will interview them next.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we have quite the panel here at the Steel Shaker.
Yes, we do, John. Did I sound pageanty?
You sounded very paradey.
Yeah,
And
same thing.
next,
Yeah, I would never do that. Michael Dixon, the mayor, is here. He's going to introduce us to who we're speaking to. But as we said before, in case you missed it, I see YMI. I always forget those letters. Coraopolis has an amazing event that's happening today. That's where we're podcasting from. But we urge you and say, please get involved with your local communities because that's what this is all about. And come check out Coraopolis. Was that a good PSA for you?
That was perfect. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's what I thought the mayor's office had requested. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So myself, I'm the newly elected mayor of Coraopolis. I've been mayor since January. I've lived in Coraopolis now for 7 years. My wife and I and our 3 dogs live out by the new soccer fields on 51.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the huge AHN sports complex. Yes. And
nice.
that's actually going to be the future practice facility for the Riverhounds.
I did not know that.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, it's owned by the Friends of Soccer,
Okay.
and Tuffy Schallenberger. So,
Nice.
Oh, that's
yeah,
super cool.
Yeah.
Why did you come to Coraopolis?
So I originally came to Coraopolis in 2015 because it was closer to work. So
Okay.
I'm originally from McDonald, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And at the time I was working up in Wexford, and we were looking for a better location, and Coraopolis was it. It was the house, it was the yard, it was the community, it was the change that we had started to see back then that has now accelerated all of this time. And I'm a software engineer by trade, so that's what I do for my full-time job.
Okay.
I work for a company out of Atlanta called Adderant, and they're in the legal software business. So
that's lots of fun.
It is. It is.
So you're like, I need something on the side that's going to bring me all kinds of joy and excitement.
So, of course, with the world's political climate and everything, and being active on social media like myself, I had a voice that some people felt, why not that voice? And whenever the previous mayor, Sean Reed, decided not to run again, they were like, we really need a strong, young voice for the future to keep Coraopolis going in the way that it is. Mm-hmm. And I said, why not me?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to give back in some way, and that's why I'm here today.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm not allowed to ask questions. John's like the question asker. What is that?
Have I
that
talked yet?
leading?
Have I
Oh,
talked yet?
stop it! You all agree with him. What is that leading the way? Like, what does that entail? What are you seeing as far as?
So leading the way. So really, what I've been doing a lot of is organizing.
Okay.
So I've been building bridges between people. So like people will say, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And then I'm like, oh, well, I know this person over here that might be able to help you.
Okay.
And I just do a lot of that.
You're kind of gluing it all together.
I'm gluing everything together, exactly. That's really what my job predominantly has been so far. And then, of course, I do oversee the police department here in town, and they're a great group of guys. I love every single one of them, and they're a part of our community, too, and they love this town just as much as everybody else.
Okay. Go ahead.
Mayor, so the history of Coraopolis, do you know much of it? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I mean, it's interesting that, it was so close to Neville Island, and that seemed to be the success of the residents. And if anybody wants to chime in at this point, but it's interesting that, Neville Island still kind of rocks, but it's not what it used to be.
Yes.
But, and so the Moon Township, it's kind of funny. We always talk about when you move out of the city, or when you come out of the city, there's McKees Rocks, and then when you get 2 nickels to rub together, you move to Kennedy. You get 4 nickels, you move to Robinson, and 5 nickels, you move to Moon. It's the same with Coraopolis, right? Everybody keeps, and North Side goes North Hills or Shaler, out that way. But it seems
there's so much more in between. You need to know more about that.
But so in Moon, there are so many people in Moon that grew up in Coraopolis, and they still love the city.
They
for
still
what
love
it was,
it.
right?
Yes, they
Not
do.
the city, the town.
They still love Coraopolis, and they love the renaissance, is what I'm calling it, that we're having right now. We're really becoming very culturally diverse as well. Like there's great things about Coraopolis that make it very attractive to young families whenever it comes to home prices and our education here, and like you saw with Lucinda and our youth programs that we have in town.
Yeah,
we're
that's
very
fantastic.
strong.
Yeah.
We have the Coraopolis Youth Creations, and then we also have, just on the edge of town, the Steel City de Molay and the Rainbow Girls, they're Masonic youth organizations. They actually have their home here as well.
Wow.
And they
that's
have
great.
for 18 years.
Okay.
So we have a very strong youth supporting community here that we take pride in very much so. So
Okay. Awesome.
it's and we have organizations too that are suffering the crisis of membership. And I'm really trying to get those groups like the VFW and the Masonic lodges and the churches and all of these organizations that have existed in time immemorial, like even the Rotarians and the Key Clubs and things, they're all suffering from just not having good membership. We're trying to build bridges between those groups too, to help each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's working out fantastically. Like we have a Coraopolis chapter of the NAACP. And they're working together with the VFW to have a purse bingo on the 6th of November. So it's really amazing.
We had Carter on the nonprofit
yes,
talking
Nebby.
about the STEM program that he's building
the
there.
AXO program. It's really great,
amazing.
and it's really active. And then we have a great high school here, Cornell High School. Michelle's son and all of her children have gone there. It's a wonderful institution. It's a smaller school, so they don't have a lot of students, but they have teachers that really want to be there and they really, really care.
Sure.
And then our superintendent also, Dr. Aaron Thomas, he's an excellent grant writer and has gotten access to so many wonderful programs sponsored by CMU, by RMU, by Google. And Point Park. And it's just, we have a great knit community that is just really exciting for the future. The next 5 years, it's exploding, and we're getting great new businesses as well. And it's a great segue into
Build that bridge, Michelle. Build that bridge.
Tell us who came with you. These aren't your Secret
It's not
Service.
Stu.
No.
Yeah, there are just in black, but they're not your Secret Service.
This is Michelle and Farah, and they are going
I
to
love
be
that name.
opening Situ's Kitchen.
All righty.
What is that? We can't wait to hear.
It is Lebanese cuisine.
I love it. So
Yes.
there aren't many Lebanese cuisines, correct?
No.
Okay, so
not.
why Lebanese?
Well, I am part Lebanese.
Okay.
My brother, who Farah is married to.
Okay.
That's part of our heritage. So our Situ actually brought us in on it. Taught us. Yes. Oh, sorry. Our Situ taught me how to cook, and then when Farah got with my brother, she learned the techniques and stuff like that. And so I, wanted to open it, and then my brother and sister-in-law joined in with us.
So is Situ a grandparent?
Yes. Grandmother.
Ah,
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Okay. How about it's like Nona's kitchen?
Yeah, right. So, Farah, what is typical Lebanese? Are we thinking the same as like hummus and majadra?
We're
and things
questioning
like that,
you
or is
because
that
you're the
different?
in-law. You're the in-law, so we
Yeah.
have to know.
You've had to
We're
learn
out.
it. You've had to learn it. Now you have to see
Well,
one
we
do
had
one,
a
teach
food
one.
truck that did gyros.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we're going to be offering gyros, different types of gyros,
Okay.
like obviously the traditional, but cheeseburger, so where you change the sides, but you still have the gyro meat, and like a Philly steak gyro. So you have the gyro meat, but then you have the peppers and onions with provolone, and tabbouleh. What else are we having?
Oh, tabbouleh,
Grape leaves.
yeah.
Grape
Yes.
leaves.
Grape
And
leaves.
the
Michelle's
grape
grape
leaves
leaves are second to none
Yes.
in this world.
Oh,
Yes.
Michelle. All
I
right.
love grape leaves.
So we're going to have
This is
gyro
making me hungry.
salads, and, we're going to do a gyro bowl. And hashwa, shadia, is like Lebanese spaghetti. But they use rice,
Really?
a different rice blend with like a meat sauce,
Okay.
a red meat sauce. So,
Okay.
yeah. And
You
hashwa.
did well. I think you got an A.
You can see she's looking at the menu like.
No.
I need one of those to get a...
Yeah.
I'll share it with
So Michelle, we asked Steve. Not many people that didn't live here in Coraopolis know the difference between 4th and 5th Avenue. We just know the one that goes towards Moon or the one that goes towards Robinson. So you're on 5th Avenue, which is the one that goes towards Robinson.
Correct.
And we're all challenged. So what's it near?
It is right next to, where the old police station used to be?
See? That's how we roll.
That is a
you use
Pittsburgh
Usta,
direction
and
right
now we
there.
understand. Yes, we get it. Usta.
It's that Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Yes, right? Do you remember where the...
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right across the street.
Okay.
So there's going to be, we're right before Zuko's Pizza.
Oh yeah,
And
and,
we know
the
where that
scuba
is.
shop is in.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep reading.
Scuba shop is up ahead up.
Okay, got it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Why a restaurant? What made you do that? So you started with the food truck, and were you
Well,
like,
my
you know
brother and
what?
sister-in-law started with the food truck.
Okay.
I was still back while they did that. I was still working in the banking industry.
Oh, okay.
And then I was in a car accident about 5 years ago. So then I could no longer go ahead and do work. So something that was always been on my heart, because I've always done cookies, stuff like that, baked for the holidays, and my Situ was very big in our life. She taught us everything we know. So it was one of those things. My kids loved the food. People started loving it. So I was making food for other people, and they was like, you should do a restaurant. And I thought, well, don't know, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
So I was selling grape leaves. Started out little fall festivals like this, or second Saturdays I started out. Well, then COVID hit. We lost our father. And it was something my dad and I had talked about. Once my father passed away, then I said I had to do it. So then I started the process. brought it to my brother and sister-in-law, along my husband too, and we talked about it, and they came on board, and we just said this is going to be our family going forward. We are going to continue because this is because in Lebanese is family. We are about Lebanese. We are about the family, the bonds, everything.
Okay. Wow.
So.
Oh yeah. Do you have like I'm half Italian and we
Okay.
do pasta Sunday every Sunday. If I'm not at
we
my
used
mother's,
to.
I have guilt like no one's business. Right?
We used to.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah. But that's so true. You know what? I think what we all miss now is that life has gotten so busy that no one stops to say the family dinner is so important.
Yes.
Even if it's a couple nights a week, just to be talking to each other.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
And that's
fantastic.
something very big with us. So, like I said, when I brought it to them and they jumped on board with me because then we could just incorporate both of our thought processes together and just come together and make it what it is today.
Well, you
love
had
it.
me at grape leaves.
Well, you have us. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
right.
Our grape leaves are
We
done
need
with
to get-
100% ground lamb.
We
Are
need
you-
to get you on our G-Chat column.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, are you here today? Like,
We
we'll
we
be
are.
over.
We're-
I'm starving and I can't
They're
wait.
down
to
right
chat.
at the top of Mill Street by the bank.
Oh,
Yeah, we have chicken
fabulous.
gyros, regular gyros, grape leaves, tabbouleh, salad, cucumber, tomato, and feta. Then we have the
I know, I heard it say.
shaidia with the meat sauce.
Okay.
Which is the Lebanese rice,
Nice.
like Farrah said.
Nice.
I love it. You guys, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes.
We do a column, what he was saying, we do GJet on YaJagoff.com, and GJet is Did You Eat Yet?
Yes.
So we
Okay.
like to find out, like, specifically family recipes. Like, you don't have to cough up the, like,
Yeah.
I'm not telling you how Sittu really did it, sister, but, like, some kind of replica
Yes.
of the
Right.
recipe would be great, right?
Yep.
I love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
All
Where
right,
can everybody
our
find
covenant-
you guys? Wait, before we do that, where does everybody find
Yep.
you guys?
Okay, we are at 1005 Fifth Avenue, Coraopolis. We'll be hopefully by the end of the month. We will be up full
In
and
social
then
media?
Facebook. Yes.
Okay, perfect. There, you had it, Farrah.
We pick each
Go ahead,
other
I'm
up. It's the Taurus in us both.
There you go. Same. That's why I vibe you.
See?
Yes.
So, and you have a website?
That'll be up and running soon.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. All right.
Yes.
And is there a website to follow what's happening in Coraopolis, Mayor?
One of the
Like today?
one of the better sites to follow is the Coraopolis Community Development Corporation because they're kind of the drivers for a lot of the events that happen in town, especially the Fall Festival, the Art Walk, and then of course you can follow VFW 402, which is our VFW post. They're always doing something. They have bingo on Wednesdays. It's very intense. It's very serious. It's like the bingo at the fire hall over in the West Hills. If you've ever been
Oh,
there.
yeah.
It's very serious.
All right.
Yes. It's big
We
leagues
love it.
bingo. But they're like Michelle and Farrah. They're the perfect example of what's happening in Coraopolis.
Yes.
I don't know if you
That's
guys
right.
know, but we have a Honduran restaurant too.
Saw that coming through.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know
five stars Honduras, and then we've got this the Lebanese restaurant. We've got multiple Italian restaurants like Anthony Jr.'s and Zucco's Pizza,
Yeah.
Nico's, and then we've got Tootsie's with Americana.
Oh, we love Tootsie's.
And
Yeah.
we've got the Steel Shaker now with like your typical American fare,
Best drink.
and great drinks. Yes, so it's just gonna keep.
I know.
It's just going to keep getting better. Like
Yep.
we have our own brewery, the Cobble House, and we have a cider house, the Snappy's Tap House. Come to Coraopolis. I
Nice.
can't say it enough.
Absolutely.
The question of the
that.
day. Get ready.
Hit
Get
it.
ready.
Go ahead,
The
you can
question
do
of
it.
the day. No, you do it. It's your
All
thing.
right, you guys. Are you all thumbs or are you voice texters on your cell phone? Hit us up.
I'm all thumbs.
Really?
Farrah's
it depends.
thumbs.
Wait.
100 years old, I guess.
It depends. It depends on my mood.
Okay.
It depends
Fair
on my
enough.
mood. I will do both.
Yeah.
I will do both. But
Yeah.
sometimes, like I said, or my watch. My watch is like my go-to.
Oh, yeah,
There
my
you go.
You'll
daughter
see me
does
driving
that.
on the road. I'm like, uh-huh.
No, in the next 2 days I've done that. My screen's been cracked on my phone, and I've been talking into my phone and sending her text messages, but they've been going to the wrong Michelle. Yeah. So I'm totally thumb now. Like, I tried it for the weekend, and I'm like, no, this is bad.
As long as you didn't get caught talking about somebody, you're all good, sister.
Yeah,
We've
right.
all done it. We've all done it. My mother says, you are so quick. I can't believe how fast you are with your thumbs. But I am definitely more of a talker. Yeah, that's
I'll do
too
what,
funny.
like I said, with either one.
I love it.
Whatever
Coming
mood
up,
I'm in.
coming up next, we're going to talk to the Yukers.
Yukers. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank
That was
you.
Thank
awesome.
you.
This was so much
So it is
fun.
up on Facebook now. We'll try to tag you when we get
Yeah,
home.
we'll tag you. But we will be in touch to get
Yep.
like
All right, cool.
stuff like that. And we will
Thank
be
you.
down.
Okay, we're in the bus.
Okay, awesome. Good to meet you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so
so
much.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Pleasure to
you.
meet you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful, guys.
Hey, guys, I found a special guest.
Hey, come on in here real quick here. Come on in here, Sylvia. come on in here. Grab the microphone real quick.
Sit down.
This is Sylvia from Berg's Bits and Bites. This
Girl,
is how we got here.
You are like our new agent because we just go on your tours and we eat and drink and get fatter and unhealthier, but that's okay because they're great tours.
Oh, good.
Oh, my
good. I'm glad.
gosh.
Yeah, we
Thank you
just
so
finished our Coraopolis inaugural food tour.
And how was that?
What is on it?
So we stopped at Anchor and Anvil. They have this little known, they have these English muffins that they make out of a church in Sewickley called Willow Bend. They're really, really good. Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, I love it.
And then they have Snappies, which is cider. They have a winery. They have a brewery here. There's so much going on in Corey.
Oh, my gosh.
So we're here because of you, and we took your Brookline tour. You have a tour of...
Strip District.
Strip District, yes.
Southside, Lawrenceville.
And so...
Well, John is moving to Brookline because of you. He
You
has
make
talked
me
about...
want to
he
live
is
in
like,
Brookline,
Rachel,
yeah.
I love
that's
this
so
town.
funny.
I'm
Isn't
not
that cute?
kidding. We had such a good experience, and now again here.
Yeah, there's so much to walk to, but tell everybody, because we're here because of you, tell everybody how they take your walking tours. How do they find them?
So online, www.bergfoodtour.com. And you can sign up for all of our tours online.
Listen,
go ahead.
I was going to say, we are a true testament that we've never done, we're obviously mobile, but we've never done a mobile walking tour until Sylvia brought it to our attention. Unfortunately, you couldn't be there, but we had the best time because we were at Peterland and Oak Hill Post. We went back to Oak Hill Post to have breakfast because of you. She really takes her time, researches, and does the background info on these restaurants and businesses in the community, in the heart of the community that thrive. And they're so good. Please check her out because they're amazing to attend.
And what I was pretty much going to say what you said in the
He
fact
just says
that...
ditto.
No, the fact that I lived in Pittsburgh my entire life, and Sylvia did not. She came here and started this process by living
John.
here. And she's taught me so much about Pittsburgh after I've lived here my entire life. So
that's
the
awesome.
Berg Bits and Bites, the Berg tours are so good.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Don't be a jagoff.
Yeah, there you go. All right, cool.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Now we're going
Now you
to talk
have
to
to
the
listen to the
yukers,
ukuleles.
right? Yeah, all right. We're going to move our microphones over here so we could talk to them first. Who's going to speak on behalf of the yukers? All right, so let's see here. We'll give you a microphone. Sylvia, can I steal that?
Yeah, this
Thank
is it.
you.
I think you have to go this way.
All right. Let's see.
Okay.
See, this is why we call
I'll
it behind
share
the
it.
scenes.
Because me and my menopause.
I said, is that
All right. So you're the speaker. Who are you?
I'm Sunny Park, and I was part of the original founding group of our group, and it has grown over the last 12 years.
So what does a founding member of a ukulele group do? Did you learn it and then said, God, I don't have any friends, I need more, and I'm going to teach more people? Or was ukulele your instrument of choice? How did that all work out?
So it's amazing. Marlene Parrish, who couldn't be here, she's a former Pittsburgh Post-Gazette writer. She actually is the original founder of the group, grown out of an Osher CMU group. And then she wrote an article, and she put her email at the bottom about her uke group, and she sort of said, if you build it, will they come? Mm-hmm. And
the answer was yes.
Yes. And so I emailed her, and there was an inaugural group at her community room in where she lives, and there were 13 people there, and it grew from there. I literally picked up the ukulele 3 months before this article came out, and I said, it's meant to be. So I emailed her right away, and now we're how many members?
753.
Oh my gosh.
753.
Oh my gosh.
Here in this
that's
Western
amazing.
Pennsylvania area?
And they're all in that room waiting for us. No,
there's a group in the city in Regent Square. There's people that meet in the North Hills, people that meet in the South Hills. We're all over the place. We're all
This is a classic Pittsburgh story. Tracy actually gave us the info from Marlene that article was written in 2011. So here we are in 2022 to see that kind of organic growth with something that most people would not think was something that would grow. What is that like? I mean, how do you guys feel about coming into a group like this and having it grow like that?
It's speaking
No, you can go right into the blue mic.
Oh, well, I joined 2 months afterwards, and I was real scared because I'd never played ukulele, and it just it's really fun. And then every time you turn around, there's someone new, and we play out. We do groups all over the place. We played at Phipps. We've played at the Penn burial site. We've played at Homewood Cemetery. We play under the tent for Calliope. We play all over the place.
Oh,
and
is it a difficult instrument to learn?
No, that's why we do it. It's really easy.
Easier than a guitar?
I play guitar
Way
for 50
amazing.
years.
And what I read was that most guitar players take it up as something different to do. Is that right?
And you can sing
That
with
was
a lot
me.
of people.
Okay.
That
Come on in.
Yeah, I played guitar for a long time, but then I had just heard about the ukulele and that it was an instrument that was on the rise and kind of coming back. And then soon after, I saw an article in the Post-Gazette, and that's why I joined. And I've been having a great time. It's a wonderful group.
You guys are fantastic. Wait, I have to tell you this. So, I like Pearl Jam, but I wasn't like a huge Pearl Jam person. But apparently when one of these articles came out, Eddie Vedder released a ukulele album. So it was like, hey, if we're not onto something, what aren't we onto? Right? Because to have like Pearl Jam folks like do something ukulele, this is fantastic. Why should the youth get involved in something like this so we can continue to see it grow?
In terms of young people?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have our resident ukulele teacher, music teacher for kids and adults.
Okay.
So hi, my name's Amber, and I am our resident youth outreach and adult outreach person for Steel City Ukuleles, and we play all over the place. It's a very easy way for you to grow as a musician, because not only are you accompanying yourself with melody and harmony, you're also your own rhythm kit as well. So it's a lot, it encompasses full musicianship when you come to ukulele, and it's a very easy instrument to start.
It makes me think of Hawaii. Is that what's the history of the ukulele? We'll ask the music teacher.
Well, it's originally from Portugal, but it came over with the people it came over to Hawaii with the people who were coming to work in the sugarcane fields. And it grew from there. And then once the Hawaiians decided that they liked the instrument, they started making it out of koa, and that's when it became truly a Hawaiian instrument.
Somewhere.
I know.
It's amazing. You guys, this is fantastic. You've been phenomenal throughout the podcast. Where can everybody find you so that we can have more people know about it, get lessons, and follow you?
Well, we have two main sites probably. On the meetup site, it's Steel City Ukuleles, but we also have a Facebook page, and actually that was what kept us alive during the pandemic, because we streamed all our jams on our Facebook page.
Okay.
So Steel City
it.
Ukuleles, and it'll link you to our website and where we meet. And this is the one thing. Do not be afraid to come join us if you've never played an instrument. There are so many first-timers at our group that are learning, that are come. So we welcome everyone. We say that if you can't play it, just sing louder.
For anything. Who cares?
If you can't sing, play louder.
Yeah, there you go.
I would love to see the Yukers get with the Pittsburgh Banjo Club, get with the Pittsburgh. Get with the Pittsburgh. Oh, really?
Oh, my
and then the
God.
kazoo band. We would just have a great night of a wild concert.
We're gonna have a
Unique instrument.
Otters. Yeah.
Unique instrument night.
I love it.
Yes, I love it. All right.
You guys. You
So
need
what
to play
song
us
are we
out.
going to hear?
Our very last song.
Sugar Moon.
Okay. In the meantime, we want to read our ad. We have to say thank you to
Oh my God,
Steve.
thanks to everybody.
Thank you to Sylvia again from Berg Bits and Bites, who hooked us up to this whole Coraopolis thing. And thank you to Monica and Tracy. Thank you to the Mayor Mike and Lucinda and Roy. And missing one. Sit.
You were really close, though. Michelle and Farah.
Right.
And thanks to Steve, the owner of Steel Shaker. You need to come out here because it's an amazing place. Thanks to everybody for being here. Come to Coraopolis. A car purchase is a big deal, and finding the dealership and the rep to fulfill your car needs is crucial. Get to know the reps at Roar Honda through the Car Talk videos to establish the relationship that's right for you. As always, visit roarhonda.com for all of your vehicle needs. Thanks for checking in to the YaJagoff Podcast. Listen to the Ukes.
it's sugarcane time, I'm around about you. I'll be walking with sugar, neath that old sugar moon. Gonna drop her a line, to expect me soon. Oh, I'm craving some sugar, neath that old sugar moon. I can see her right now. She's got the calendar down, stretch a circle around the day we're all turned round. When it's sugarcane time, I'm around about you. Wedding bells will be chiming neath that old sugar moon. When the sugar moon shines, all round about you, I'll be walking with sugar, neath that old sugar moon. All the kisses I miss, I'll be getting them soon. Sugar kisses from sugar, neath that old sugar moon. I'm dreaming sweet dreams, all the loving I'll get. Get back to my pen, Lordy, how I'll fret till the sugarcane time. I'm around about you. I've been walking with sugar, neath that old sugar moon. I'll be walking with sugar, neath that old sugar moon.
Teacher,